It's Danni Starr from KYS. Listen, I have to tell you, I don't normally get starstruck, right? But my dad is from Compton. So he is a California dude, okay? So when I told him I was interviewing you, he's like, you better not mess this up. You better not do anything like that. So there's a lot of pressure on me today, okay? But I will say this. I will say that history is clearly being made. And what you did with Fruitvale Station, it's evident why you would want to be a part of a project like that. And it's also evident why you would want to be a part of like the history of Rocky and Creed and things like that. But what made you want to be a part of Black Panther?
I felt like it was the right project for me to do at the time. Those other movies you mentioned, like Fruitvale and Creed, they were projects that dealt with subject matter that I was kind of obsessed with, as a person, not just as an artist. And it was no different with this. Like I was really thinking a lot about my own African ancestry, visiting the continent, and spending time there. I was thinking about the effects of colonization, studying more about it to understand, the effects of it now. I was thinking about all of those things as I was finishing up Creed. So when I got the call from Marvel to talk about this project, I realized that it would be a really great project for me to do at the time. And not to mention that I always loved comic books.
Yeah.
And always wanted to make a comic book film.
Yeah. So when you think about when I think about women, okay, so I can't tell you from the lens of a male watching the movie, but as a female watching the movie, it is such a dope experience to see women lead like that, and to see that the smartest woman in the smartest person is a woman, and to watch a movie that's so strong like that I think it's important because I think right now there's such a push for women to be leaders,
right.
And we weren't always given, we weren't always allowed to do that. Right. So, there's a pivotal moment in the movie where the men submit to the women. And I was just wondering, like, in your mind, what brought you to that moment that it needed to happen? Because for me, I feel right now, like, when people say the future is female, I believe that. Like, I believe women, it's our time to shine right now. And I just think it's so interesting that it connected in the movie as well.
I mean, it was something that came about through the process of making the film, you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't something where it was like a conscious thing that was always there. Like at this point, that's what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? But it kind of came about naturally, like through the process, and kind of started working with the actors. You know what I mean? Like working with Danni and Daniel in that scene and constructing the battle overall. It was how we kind of got to that, but I think throughout telling the story and adapting these particular comics, you see amazing characters that happen to be women, in the books, and we wanted to build on that. We wanted to take what the great writers who've touched this stuff had done and make our version of it, and make it feel relevant, make it feel real, but most of all unique, unique to our film and our perspective, and what I loved about it more than anything was just having, as many characters as we had. It enabled us to have some cool choices, some really interesting scenes. I just felt like real life, but you don't see enough.
Right. That's super. I have 2 daughters, so I appreciate those moments immensely. Like I really do. Like my daughters are young, but one day this is going to be one of those films that I'm like, you have to watch this and you have to understand. And representation matters. And I think that you're doing such a beautiful job with representation and getting people of color in. It's just such a beautiful display of melanin. And so it's a beautiful display of melanin, and we don't get a lot of that, and I think that Black cinema is really doing its thing. You got A Wrinkle in Time getting ready to drop in March, and
looking forward to that.
Yes, and you and Ava and everyone's cheering each other on, and there's such a space for it now where there didn't always feel like there was a space. Do you feel like now is the time for more Black people in movies or to be recognized for the work that they're doing?
I mean, I think the work is so much more important than recognition. Yeah. You know what I mean? and for me, the best form of recognition is more work. You know.
Because you said you got the call for this project while you were wrapping up Creed, so that's dope. Because
Yeah, it's fortunate. It's fortunate, you know, to be able to work consistently. You know what I mean? But I think I mean, it's hard for me to put stuff in perspective, like, because it's the only time I know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've only been a professional like these past few years.
Yeah.
But it is great to have the support and the network that we have. You know, Ava's kind of like our queen mother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, but I mean, she more like a big sister for me.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that what's great is about the filmmakers that you're speaking about. You know, and working in not just film but in television space too.
Yeah.
Is that we talk to each other. You know, and it's so helpful, man. Like to be able to communicate, to have a support system when the time comes for support.
Yeah.
That it makes it easier, and I think it makes the opportunities more abundant too. You know, I just hope we can continue to keep pushing.
We hope you can continue to keep pushing because we like watching. Yeah. So, have you ever looked at your Rotten Tomatoes? You know it's pretty like A+, right? You know that people went in on Twitter because somebody gave you a bad score on Rotten Tomatoes because they said it wasn't enough action. And then there was an entire like Twitter trend saying, how dare you ruin his Rotten Tomatoes perfect score with the talking about action. Do you read your Rotten Tomatoes?
Like read all the reviews,
or do you know where you stand, or does it matter to you?
I mean, you gotta like stay abreast for like what's happening with your you know.
Yeah.
Does it matter? I mean, yeah. I mean, look. I mean, at this point, you staying abreast on what's happening with your movie. Like now, we not cutting it anymore. We engaging with press.
Yeah.
You know, we going on tour, so we busy. You know what I mean? Like we busy 24/7. So you're not like, you know, like for me, reviews and all that stuff is tough because if you get your emotions attached to it, you know what I mean? It can be, you know, just what I'm saying as a creator, you know what I mean? Like and we worked on this movie up until the very last minute. So it's kind of like delivering a baby, you know what I'm saying? And like when a baby pop out, you don't want to hear somebody saying your baby ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like that puts you in a bad.
It does, you know.
Bad, you know what I'm saying? Like
I get it.
So, and I mean, hearing that your baby is cute is nice too. But I mean,
But people need to see your baby.
I mean, yeah, you wanna, you know, you need time to just like recalibrate. So like you know, you find yourself in a weird spot. Like, you know, are you checking it nonstop? Are you checking how your movie's getting reviewed nonstop? Do you kind of give it some space? Like, fortunately enough, there's people who do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm really just focused on this part of the thing, which is like sharing it with folks and
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but yeah, man, I feel like every movie should be reviewed fairly and information should be made.
Well, you're doing well on Rotten Tomatoes. I looked for you.
Okay.
You're doing well. All your movies are doing well. Nothing is dropped below a 98%, so you're doing good. If you know, people are going to see the movie. In fact, it's selling out. It's breaking records for pre-sales on every level. So you know people are going to see the movie, but everybody gets something a little different when they see the movie. You know, for me, it was woman power, and I really appreciated that. But every single person is going to see something different. What is, when you watched it in its entirety, what is the message for you? I mean, this is your project. What is the message for you?
Message. It's hard. That's hard. You know, I want people to have a good time at the movies.
Yeah.
Like number one, I want people to watch the film and feel like they watched it. Something that was worth their time. Yeah. And that's hard. That's hard enough to do. You know what I'm saying? Like that's.
You can't get time back.
Yeah, but I'm saying like making movies is hard. You know what I'm saying? Like making especially like making like a movie that's got to do as much stuff as this movie does. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm satisfied if people watching it say, man, I was good. You know what I'm saying? Like the ultimate is like when people watching and still thinking about it. I want to go back and see it again. You know? But we deal with a lot of themes in the movie though. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of themes in it. We set out to make something that was thematically rich. Yeah. Just for that reason, you know, so people watching it can get different things. You know, like we explore like what it means to be African, and that includes like what it means to be from the continent and and the diaspora, and what's the conflict there and the contrast there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
We explore we explore like tradition versus innovation. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you stick with what you did in the past, what your identity is there? Do you take the risk and innovate and maybe change course? What that means. You know what I'm saying? Like, we explore the idea of revenge. And what it's worth. You know what I mean? Like, what cost does it come? We explore fathers and sons.
And pride, and it's just,
pride. I mean,
there's so many,
So yeah, but it was all like purposeful. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was things that was in the books, but it was also things that we wanted to say as filmmakers. So like, and not say, but explore. You know what I'm saying? It's really what you're doing, because it's hard to say this film is gonna deliver this message. Like that's you get into sticky situations there.
Yeah.
Like, I find it easier to explore themes. If you got a theme that's strong, you know what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes the theme is a statement. You know what I'm saying? And that's another level of filmmaking right there. You know what I'm saying? For me, I was content exploring themes, exploring the characters, and telling the story. Telling the story that way. Another theme is my brother's keeper.
Right.
That was a big theme. Like,
right.
In the film, like if I if I have it and my brother don't, what I'm saying, what does that mean?
What does it mean? Yeah.
Or is that my brother? You know what I'm saying? Like
why we don't have it?
That idea is something else that we looked at. But I just hope people enjoy the movie first and foremost.
People are gonna enjoy the movie.
Right on.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, appreciate you. Thank you.